Director's Reflections for February 18th of 2024. The Silent Heroes of Journalism. The People's Correspondent is the most faithful example of the journalistic apostolate. With few tools, limited resources for their mobility, and low salaries, they break their hearts and suffer hardships to satisfactorily fulfill their mission. They do so with many disadvantages and without any protection for their integrity, being as they are the echo chambers of the needs of their communities. I remember that in the 1970s, correspondents did not have fixed salaries at the media outlets to which they reported daily. They were paid in print 10 cents per each of news published and 5 or 10 pesos for each photo that accompanied it. Some media outlets stingy barely put a graphic on it so as not to pay them more. They had to wait until the end of the month to come to the capital from their remote workplaces, and here they were measured as if they were a tailor, the size of the newspaper clippings with their publications. Some served more media such as radio or television news, which paid them a salary of 15 to 20 pesos per month. In certain towns, they were also in charge of being the distributors of the paper copies, but entrusting them to their clients to collect them at the end of the month. On foot, on motorcycles or bicycles, they also had to do the job of distribution. The newspapers earned a profit of less than 2 to 3 cents per copy sold. They thus became, due to this double condition of correspondents and distribution agents, representatives of the newspapers, and that earned them some consideration in the community, or there will be doors for them in their news coverage. But if the government viewed them with anger, dissatisfied with the news they transmitted, their work became more difficult and riskier. Many were made to flee, others were murdered or imprisoned after harassment by the intelligence services of the police, becoming true heroes and martyrs of journalism. Unlike those who in a newsroom who have vehicles, equipment, per diems, or easy access to sources, town correspondents finance their work with their own money. In these times, with access to useful technologies and opportunities to amplify the radius of action through digital sites or social networks, the role remains as relevant as ever. These exponents of the journalistic priesthood, however, have never been recognized for the dimension and importance of the role. They are still a kind of Cinderellas of a news ecosystem that, to a large extent, has not been sterilized or collapsed in the provinces, thanks to their work, their sacrifice, their perseverance, and their authentic journalistic vocation. Honor to them. For Listín Diario, voiceover and translations by Indira Rodriguez.